So Bobby Lashley is for sure going to AEW. I think that is almost confirmed. On top of that, the Motor City Machine Guns, they have chosen WWE. And also on top of that, WWE and their music provider are cooked. We're going to talk about that in today's video. I'm not a news analyst. I'm not going to sit here and do that, but what I'm going to do is update you guys with some of the things that are going on, and I'm going to give my opinions about it. Because maybe I don't like the news. I don't want to be a news anchor. I just want to talk about the things that are happening in pro wrestling all in one. So, boom. Let's go ahead and let me start off by saying if you're new here, definitely be sure to like, subscribe, do all that. We go to a different stratosphere, TikTok, Discord, Twitter, all linked down below. But guys, Bobby Lashley is going to AEW, and the reason why I say that is well, he posted a picture over on Instagram, and in that picture, he described, it was a bunch of pictures of him with the WWE Championship, United States Championship, it looks like some TNA Championship, Intercontinental Championship, ECW Championship, and the caption slated, it said, "The journey is far from over," which obviously indicates that he is possibly going to WWE, or WWE. He's going to AEW. That's what it indicates, at least. Now, obviously, this is not confirmed 100%, but I think it's hinting at it. I think we know pretty much that Bobby Lashley is on his way into this new company. I think AEW is now becoming a little more story-driven, and honestly, Bobby Lashley can tell some really good stories over in AEW, and it doesn't hurt, right? He's not done. He doesn't want to be done, even despite age. Bobby Lashley will thrive wherever he goes. He's a powerhouse. He's a monster. He's a beast. He's all of those things. So I'm definitely personally looking forward to Bobby Lashley stepping into an AEW ring. I hope he brings MVP with him because ultimately I do think that the Hurt Business is still a thing that can thrive in 2024. I know Vince always said, like, oh, no, the Hurt Business has ran its course. I don't feel like it ever did. I feel like the Hurt Business needs to be something, and I think Tony Khan will be able to take care of it and push it as far as he possibly can. So, yeah, let me get your guys' thoughts on that. You guys let me know how you guys feel about Bobby Lashley going to AEW because I'm not too mad at it. I'm just being honest. Not too mad at it. But on top of that, we have the Motor City Machine Gun, which I talked about in yesterday's video a little bit. Now, I wanted to dive a little bit more into the Motor City Machine Gun possibly joining NXT. Them coming into NXT is probably going to be one of the biggest things to happen in pro wrestling, at least for me, since sliced bread. I understand that they're not that big, and no, they're not as big as sliced bread, but I'm very excited for Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin because they are game changers, at least in my eyes, to that tag team division. So them stepping foot into the WWE department and them stepping foot in Orlando, being under the Shawn Michaels umbrella, being under the Triple H umbrella, they are going to thrive extremely well, and I'm beyond excited for these guys. I just feel like they understand the process of wrestling, so them being there is going to be huge. I mean, huge. They are going to be able to put on bangers with numerous tag teams. That tells me that WWE is now looking to put a focus on the tag team division, which I am not mad at. Please put a focus on your tag team division because it's what we need, it's what we want, and it's where we see this going. So, me personally, I can't wait, if I'm being humbly honest here. So yeah, no, we have those guys heading over to the WWE, and you guys can let me know down below your guys' thoughts. But this last story is kind of a big one, just because I think it plays into a lot of people's problems with the WWE, and we're going to talk about it all. And one of the biggest problems, if you ask me, in my humble opinion, has always been that WWE lacked good music, at least recently. When they came into the PG era, they came into some horrible music, apparently. Apparently, they stepped away from the idea of good music. Obviously, guys like Shawn Michaels had great music. Guys like Triple H had great music. Randy Orton, that older generation, John Cena, they had great music. But I remember when Austin Theory came out and his music absolutely being terrible. It was very generic, very straightforward. I was not a fan of it. But ultimately, what WWE has chosen to do has chosen to go away and not sign their music partner. Their music partner was Def Rebel. Def Rebel is no longer with, or is no longer going to be with, the WWE. The WWE is not going to be renewing the contract for that, which is actually kind of interesting. Again, because WWE and Def Rebel have had a wonderful partnership for quite some time. But it does look like WWE is about to prioritize where they're putting their money. Obviously, you guys seen, it was reported that WWE was going to go away from the live shows, and they weren't going to focus solely on those live shows. They're actually going to cut back down on dates, which for the professional wrestler itself is absolutely amazing. Let them go spend some time with their family. You work less, you spend more time with your family. It makes life easier. It makes your job a little easier. CM Punk has to be having a field day somewhere over that one. He's got to be screaming. He's right somewhere. It has to be happening. I'm just saying. But ultimately, it looks like WWE is prioritizing their money and putting them in the correct spots. You've seen on the USA Network premiere of WWE where they the pyro looked absolutely outstanding. They obviously put a lot of focus into the pyro. I personally was a huge fan of it. But them getting rid of Def Rebel now means that they are going to be using a lot of mainstream music, which is going to be interesting because I think about like these rock bands that would fit really well under some of these artists are like Austin Theory. I'll go back and use Austin Theory. Austin Theory was some kind of like hip hop record. Like that would be so fire. And I'm so excited to see the mainstream hip hop being infused with WWE. I'll be honest, one of my, he's not a close friend or anything like that, but an acquaintance that I know, he actually had one of his songs used on NXT. It was one of the theme songs. I can't remember what pay-per-view it was, but it was actually used for one of the pay-per-views for NXT, and that is huge because I made music for a long time, and obviously guys like my friends and stuff like that never really got that kind of shine. So WWE is now putting effort and putting forth that front foot to continue on to make mainstream music a big thing, and they have the choice of their music. Now they're going to choose what they want to do. Now, obviously, this is going to cost a lot of money, and, when you're dealing with mainstream music, you're dealing with copyright, you're dealing with the exclusive rights and things of that nature. It gets really in-depth and personal, but I do want to get your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think about the WWE going away from Def Rebel and going into the mainstream? Again, this is just a personal thought of mine. That could obviously mean so many things. But yeah, you guys let me know down in the comment section below. But guys, if you're new here, my name is Billy Davis. Definitely be sure to like and subscribe. If you guys do, we go to a stratosphere. On top of that, when you guys smash the like button, you help me out. I have a TikTok, I have a Discord, and I have a Twitter that is linked down below. You guys can come pull up, come hang out. It's a great time. Other than that, I want to say that is all that I got for you today. Again, I don't do news. This isn't news. This is just me giving my opinions on these things. I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace.